earlier about.
I am him.
Cut it out! It ain't funny.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We do have a video of him with his nips out.
Yeah, my picks have been shit this year.
Changing it. Oh, he's taking it off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of From the 50, the Sunday Live Show. We are live from the St. Louis, Missouri studios here, week 4 of the NFL. We have myself, TJ Weber. We have Big Web and Zach Zook in the house for the first time this season. Zook, how are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm so happy to be back. There's something about just the vibes being back in the studio that you don't get with my who was the guy on the Tuesday fantasy chat that said I was waiting for housekeeping to come?
Oh, I have no idea. I forgot.
Well, it's a little nicer to be back here than in my spare bedroom.
It
so,
is.
Yeah, I'm
somebody got after you because he was in a spare bedroom recording, and there was like an unmade bed behind him, and you know how the internet is, and said, "Oh, you got to fix that pillow there. You got the sheets uneven."
It's all fun and games, but I'm more saying like agreeing, being like, yeah, it's nice to not be in there anymore.
Big Web back for week 4. How are we doing, sir?
Doing well, buddy. Doing well. It's crazy. Zook doesn't have any naked guys walking behind him, nothing like that.
That's a normal thing for him, so that is shocking, actually, yeah.
No, things are good.
We got over 500 people watching us right now on TikTok, so guys, stay along. If you're brand new to the stream, we are From the 50. We are a NFL podcast. We do live Sunday shows every Sunday from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way until kickoff. We do fantasy chat on Tuesdays. We do Weber Wednesdays on Wednesdays, obviously. But if you guys are brand new, hit the follow button. We're here every single Sunday. Again, you can send in your fantasy questions here. We'll answer them the entire show and talk sports betting, talk everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As we go into week 4, I think there are a few better matchups than last week. Last week was pretty rough, kind of boring-ish. It was very chalky, which was good for me because my parlay hit. I had... Well, the Bengals, I guess, was sort of chalky. The Bills were chalky. The freaking Dolphins were, but they got the job done. But I feel like there's better matchups. Could be some underdogs today. I don't know.
And there's a huge over-under. I mean, I love this Dolphins game today.
You use the L word? Damn it, you use the L word.
What did I say?
You said
like strongly?
You said love,
yeah.
which love and lock are two brutal ones.
What I meant to say was love is a quarterback for Green Bay. But basically what I
Also
meant
brutal.
was... What I meant was this is a really killer over on this game.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Looking forward to it.
It should be fun. By the way, if you guys want to call in, we do have the phone lines open. It's fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com. You hit the call button, and we did fix the phone line, so it works. I'm sure of it. This software we use is way better, so make sure you call in fromthe50.com. We would love to hear your picks today. We would love to hear your fantasy starts, sit-ems, all that good stuff. So let us know. Call in fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com. Let's see. Should I go with Amari Cooper or Adam Thielen today? That's from user 823064748.
Well, you've got the Adam Thielen revenge game narrative with the Vikings today, but I don't know. I would go Amari Cooper. But then you do have the DTR. That's the big news that rap sheet broke about an hour before we came on the air was that Deshaun Watson's not going to play today.
Yeah,
DTR is making his first NFL start. So if that scares you, go ahead and roll with Thielen. But he had that big game, right? With Dalton starting and Bryce Young's back today, right?
Yeah,
so
correct.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of variables with both of those guys.
So go ahead.
The DTR kid, I've seen him play in preseason. He's pretty strong.
I think so too.
He is, but I mean, this is his first career NFL start, correct? Regular season start. So why are the Ravens only minus 130? I mean, I understand Cleveland's good. Their defense is great. They're at home, but with a backup quarterback, what are we missing there?
Browns went from minus 2.5 to minus 1. Like, do we not think that the jump from Watson to DTR is more than a 1.5?
But the spread in general, though, they lost to the Colts last week, though. I mean, you know what I mean? It was like an unexpected what?
Yeah.
So
I think the Colts might be a little bit better than we think. I hesitate to say that they're going to be like a playoff team, obviously, but I think with Anthony Richardson, man, and Shane Steichen calling up the offense, they sure do look a little bit like the baby Eagles to me.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You talk about Indianapolis, the baby Eagles. You said
the baby Eagles.
That's a little much.
The baby Eagles.
You got a Super Bowl contender.
You
come
got-
on.
I
now.
said the baby Eagles.
I
They're
wouldn't
they're
say
not the
baby
Eagles.
even. I mean, they're like the chipmunks.
They-
That's not a good comparison. That's the first small animal I could think of.
They look like the offense that they're running over there, like with Anthony Richardson. It's like a poor man's version, like a rookie version of what made the Eagles
What they're
so
trying
good.
to do. I
yeah,
get what you're
right,
saying.
right.
And Steichen was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles last
was,
season. Correct?
yeah.
That makes sense then.
I think they're going to be kind of like the Bears of 3 years ago, and it's like covering all the time. These backdoor covers and being relevant in games, but not really winning much, but just there.
Yeah. Speaking of the Bears, what a shitty game we got today. Denver Broncos against the Chicago Bears over/under. I took it up to 51.5 and hammered the under. Hammered the under. But we'll see. Their defenses both suck, so maybe it'll be 70-70. I have no idea.
Yeah, which is going to be worse.
Yeah, 100%. Platty Daddy says, holy smokes, Big Web looking better than ever on this NFL Sunday. Also, good morning, TJ. That's from Platty Daddy.
Thank you, Platty. Platty's one of my
What is
pals.
that also good morning, TJ? Like, it's like Big Web, look, and he hits on you like every Sunday, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm just here.
He doesn't hit on me. He's a cool dude, man. Platty
Holy
Daddy.
smokes, Big Web looking better than ever. I mean,
See?
what would you call that?
It's a compliment.
Okay.
Thanks, Platty. Thanks for joining, buddy.
The 49ers are a lock. That's from Steve. I mean, against the Cardinals. They're a 14-point favorite, Big Web, on FanDuel right now.
That number, come on. I hate that number.
It's a lot of
you go
points.
up with the Cardinals, which I did early in the week, remember? It's +7, you got +21, and we're like still scratching our head. And you go down to 7, you go, it's whatever.
What was that? I didn't do that. Nah. What was that?
You kind of did.
Did I? Let's see. Is it A-Chan?
A-Chain.
A-Chain? A-Chain or Kyron Williams? That's from Kenny.
Ooh,
I think I would go Kyron today.
I would too.
I think he'll have a bounce back week.
Yeah.
Who's A-Chain?
He's the backup running back for the Dolphins.
Now I know who that is.
Scored 4 touchdowns last week.
He had, as
I
the
did
backup
hear
running back,
about his name.
he had more fantasy points than Raheem Mostert. Combined, they had 95 fantasy points in PPR, I believe. 95 combined on the same damn team. That's impressive. Garrett Wilson or Miles Sanders? That's from Smart Sports Betting.
Oh.
I don't know. I actually took Garrett Wilson in an anytime touchdown bet today because why not? Zach Wilson is a problem. Do you think they give him, if they get their asses kicked today by Kansas City on Sunday Night Football, do you think that it's officially done? Like, you
I
have
sure
to
hope
do
so.
something.
I sure hope so. It's just interception waiting to happen. I'm not a Jets fan.
Yeah.
If I was, I'd be like screaming. The media up there's got to be killing them in there.
Apparently, according to sources, I mean, people all over Twitter, you don't know who to trust, but a few blue check marks are saying that there have been reports that the Jets locker room is pissed that he's the guy,
Yes,
and there's a
they
lot
are.
of chemistry issues going on.
Right, and the coach keeps backing up the damn quarterback, and he sucks, and he sucked for years. He sucks.
But I will say, I don't blame them for giving him a chance a little bit because they drafted him number 2 overall a couple years ago. You go into the season as Aaron as your guy. You already had to tell Zach Wilson, this is your franchise 2 years ago. Now we're replacing you for Aaron Rodgers. Once Rodgers goes down, he's like, what the fuck are we going to do? Are we going to throw Nick Foles out there? We got to give him a shot.
And then they look at it as, okay, you're under the tutelage of Rodgers, so let's see what you can do with that guy in the headset working with you, blah, blah, blah. It's not happening. He sucks. He can't hit anybody.
Yeah. I agree. But I do see them covering today. I'll be honest
He's
with
got a
you.
great surrounding cast. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like entertaining to watch because he's so many good players.
They're made to order aside from the quarterback position. They've got so many good players. I'm with you, TJ. I just don't understand how you expect to have the respect of the other 52 players if you continue to roll this dude out. The guy just cannot play.
Even if they lose by a field goal today, I think he's fine. If they get blown out at home, I think it has to change. I think the fans will let them know. I mean, it's New York fans. I mean, they'll let you know anyway. But if the chemistry in the locker room's shitty and the fans are up your ass, it's about it.
Well, in that game too, is in prime time Sunday night, so the noise is going to be loud one way or another.
Oh yeah, absolutely. True. By the way, again, you guys can go to our website, fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com. If you want to watch the full broadcast, I know you only see me on the Weber Bets stream and on the From the 50, me and Big Web, because we couldn't get the full shot. So Zook's also in studio. You can see the full HD cameras on YouTube. And again, it's very simple. You go to fromthe50.com. You get all the links to the live streams, the shows, the podcasts, all that good stuff on the website, and call in fromthe50.com and hit the call button. Fields, Daniel Jones, or Geno? That's from TT.
Geno.
I think Geno's the smart play. Daniel Jones, don't even put him in that category. I'd rather give Fields another shot than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what it is. Daniel Jones, the biggest head scratcher for me with contract stuff. I don't know how he got so much damn money.
I think I'm kind of like a sucker for Fields too. Like I keep thinking like this is going to be the week that he's going to run.
It's me with freaking Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, don't get me started on. I love the Lions at 3-1. I mean, Montgomery's getting them in the end zone. I know Campbell's doing it, but for fantasy owners, Gibbs is killing me. I mean, absolutely. Yeah. And it's not him. It's just they don't use him. They don't do shit.
Guy that has Gibbs
use him as a receiver or something. Reverse.
Yeah. About to be 0-4. The guy in my league that has him is about to be 0-4. Yeah, because I mean you had to take him so high.
This week, Zook, I got screwed on Thursday night. So I had Goff and St. Brown. They probably combined for like.
Well, you got them all. I forgot about that.
I got like the whole Lions team. I just need Laporta. I got Goff and St. Brown combined for like 27. I think Gibbs got 9, and then I had at my tight end position Luke Musgrave 1.1.
Left the game with a concussion. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, it's just that's the type of year it's going to be. A 1-3 start for me. It's looking like we'll see if we get lucky today. So which one are you guys thinking? Oh yeah, we never answered it. We do that actually. We read it and then we go off about Daniel Jones and we
some
leave
tangent.
It. I would go with Geno. Dad, you said Geno.
I agree, Geno too.
Geno's
if you want to get nuts, maybe you fire up Fields and see if this is the week he drops like 40 points. But you're asking for trouble.
Clancy says Garrett Wilson, Scary Terry, or Palmer. Tough. Who are the Commanders playing? That is my first question.
Eagles. On the road.
Eagles, yeah.
On the road. Scary Terry's been inconsistent. Garrett Wilson. It's tough that you have to, this point in the season, figure out if you have to start Garrett Wilson because of Zach
brutal,
Wilson.
Yeah.
I probably would go Garrett Wilson again. It's just me. I don't know. I don't think I trust Josh Palmer just yet because of who'd you talk about on Tuesday? The new Quentin Johnson should be getting a lot more targets today for the Chargers.
Right, but I still think like early on, like Palmer he'll be the second most targeted pass catcher for the Chargers. But I'd give it a week to like let it play out, see what it looks like.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gigi says, watching on Twitch, great picture and audio, all good, no issues. Good, that's good to know, because sometimes we do, and people don't tell us, and we need you guys to tell us. You're part of the show, so we appreciate that. Thank you,
bless.
Gigi. What are your thoughts on the AFC North? That's from Bryson. Big Web had Cleveland early. He did call that one. I'll give him props on that.
Thank you.
I called the Ravens. I figured they'd be up there. They looked awful last week against Indy. They've been kind of injured. Lost Dobbins, obviously. Lost a few linemen, I believe. But other than that, I don't think Pittsburgh is going to hang on there. I think Cincinnati's going to bounce back. The question is Cleveland really going to be good all season? Because I'll be honest, the defense is great, but Watson looks kind of shitty overall. Chubb out for the season. Like it's a big deal.
Nobody really knows what happened with Watson this morning. He came out and threw a few balls, and they walked him off, and then
that was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So really, maybe there's a fresh start at quarterback up there.
Yeah. I mean, what's his name again?
DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
DTR.
Out of UCLA.
The big guy in
talented in preseason.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, preseason, he was a big storyline. It's just he's never played a game.
Didn't they play the Jets and Aaron Rodgers was giving him some love at
the end
of one of those
That's
games?
right.
He was looking pretty good. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how he looks. I'd imagine that for Stefanski, they run the offense a little differently because you can call design runs for him for sure.
Yeah, and of course I got Mari Cooper, so I don't know if I should start him now or if I should change that up. Fantasy's tough, man. There's just so many crazy things happening.
I think it's just more random than it used to be.
It is.
Don't you think?
Yep.
With the running backs by committee and the way that the ball gets chucked around the yard now, yeah, I just feel like it's more random now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Billy Hoare just says, let's argue.
Billy Hoare.
About what? Change it, no Watson. So he's saying that DTR should be the regular starter? Well, they gave Watson a shit ton of money. I don't see that happening. Right. But if the guy throws 600 yards and 5 touchdowns, maybe they'll look at him. I don't know. I don't see that happening. Kenny says Zach Moss or A-Chain today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not big on Indy still, but I feel like Zach Moss has been pretty productive. A-Chain is still a backup, so I don't know if that's a good way to look at it anymore with the way that certain backfields kind of go back and forth, but I don't know. I feel like with the Dolphins, yeah, it was an explosive week last week, but they're not going to play a bad defense like that every week. And they also are a great passing offense, so there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen in that offense, Zook. I don't know if you can trust a backup running back all the time.
Yeah, there's not much history for how offenses look the week after they score 70 points. So if you've got Zach Moss, he's going to get the lion's share of the carries against a Rams team that gave up some yards to Mixon, rushing touchdown last week. I'd go with Moss today.
Yeah, Moss is definitely up against a weaker defense. So.
Let's see. I like this one. This might be our new tagline for our show. This is hilarious. Just a bunch of old men guess NFL player stats. That's from Drop Off Jupiter. I'm just going to put that as our Twitter bio.
Drop Off
A bunch of old men, me and Zook are not even 30 yet, guess NFL player stats. I guess 30 is oldish, but yeah.
That's like the podcast descriptions that people
I was just about to look
reviews.
that up. I forgot what the exact wording was, but it was like three millennials and a middle-aged man guess or give wrong sports takes about the NFL or something. I'm like, that's awesome.
Love it.
Thanks for listening, whatever your fake name is. D. Henry or Mostert? That's from Thomas. Derrick Henry or Raheem Mostert? And I tell you what, start of the season, if you think I would say Mostert, I'd be like, I'm crazy. There's no way I say that, but I think you got to go Mostert. I think he's the hot hand right now.
Can I tell you guys semi-unrelated something that happened to me last night?
Sure.
I woke up at 5 in the morning to piss and still had the dream fresh in my brain. I had a dream that I was literally watching the Red Zone today.
Really?
And that Derrick Henry had 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, telepathy.
Yeah.
Wow. Are we going to go with Dream Zook takes or
Yeah.
not? This is
This
big.
is going to be good.
So is that a sign? Are you going to take
I don't
Derrick
know.
Henry? Or?
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
Now, did
I'm
you
going to take credit for it if it's right, and it's just a dream. It means nothing if
Did
it's
you look
wrong.
at a calendar to see what year it was? Were you sure it's present time? Could have
No.
been 5 years ago?
No.
Like-
You know how the dreamscape can get a little funky. This could have been 2015 for all I know.
Wow.
Was he even in the NFL in 2015? Never mind. Don't pay attention to me.
Probably. Yeah, I think that's about right. Maybe not.
So he had 11 for 20 last week.
Yeah, it was brutal last week.
11
Yeah,
for 20. And
not
then the
great.
dream came. So
Then the dream came.
Let's put a pin on this one, because if he goes off today, I want every single description of Zook's streams from now on every week.
This could be good.
Yeah. If he says, I don't even care, Jacksonville's winning the Super Bowl, my dream, hammering it, $100. I don't even care. It's just, we're going to pay attention.
Or you just tape record them Molly whopped. Molly whopped.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. That might work, Zook. We're gonna watch for that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Damn, unfortunately, Hawks own the Lions. I mean, it is one game. The 3-1, it is what it is. I see where you're at. Okay, that's fine. 3-1 is 3-1. I don't know what to say about it. Hall or Matt Breida? That's from a long way. Brees Hall or Matt Breida? That's a tough backfield.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Who does Matt Breida even play for?
The Giants.
Now, I believe Saquon is out.
Yeah, he's expected to be out. I'll tell you this. I would go Hall. I dropped Breida from my team even knowing he was going to play because I needed a defense. So,
Yeah.
I think he's going to split some carries with, is it Gary Brightwell is the other guy there?
Never heard of that man in my entire life.
Going
So,
deep.
yeah, I don't know. I would go Hall and hope that he has a good game in primetime.
Gary Brightwell sounds like a creative player I made one year, in 2007. Gary Brightwell. Dad, you know who Gary Brightwell is?
I know his dad real well. He's a lawyer.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the standings from last week. Let's start before we go to the panel. Let's go to the From the 50 standings for the NFL Pick'em. Again, we have listeners that join during the preseason. The top 3 winners that are not us, we are in the Pick'em, but top 3 winners that are not part of the show will win a free NFL jersey courtesy of From the 50. We got Amanda Clemens, first place by herself, 33 points. John Jameson in second with 32. And then Frank Roberts and Tammy Ressler tied for third with 31 wins already. That's a pretty good pick in there.
I know these
It's a
guys
lot
have
more than
2
me.
wins this week already. Is that game a final this morning already?
I think they count
That's why it's
it.
got the asterisk.
Yeah, they
Oh, you're
count.
counting it. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Well, there's an asterisk on week 2. I wonder if that's just they count it live.
No,
I'm not sure.
The
why.
asterisk's the top leader for the week.
Yeah,
That's
why
what
is
that
there an
means.
asterisk? Oh.
So they count it live
gotcha.
if they're covering
I
live. I
gotcha.
think they
You
count
get
the total.
credit for it, yeah.
I think that's how it
Okay.
goes. So yeah, congratulations to the top pickers already. A few other notable names: Mark Hessler, Matthew Gillies, Terrence Johnson, all tied for 5th with 29, and that's your top 10 right there. So it's doing pretty good. A lot of fun in that pick'em, man. A lot of fun. Speaking of the pick'em standings, we can kind of graze over this if we want. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. If I'm not number one, I don't really need to talk about it. Last week. Let's go over the overall standings. Last week, Big Web led the way at 4-3. He did lose his dog and his ace, but he did go 4-3. 3-4 was Zook and Tali, and myself and the great Nick Yale went 2-5. So your overall standings after week 3, Big Web leads the way 12-8-1. I am second at 11-9-1. Nick and Zook both tied for 3rd with 9-11-1, and Tali again in 5th, 8-11-2. I mean, the poor guy every week. I feel like this is going to be the first back-to-back loser of the pick'em we've ever had. I mean, it's going to be fantastic when you sign that board again.
He's like a half game back, isn't he? He's got 2 pushes. That's the only difference.
Yeah, 2 pushes through week 3. That's crazy.
I just can't find a way to not go like 3-4 or 4-3. We gotta have. I haven't had that first good like 6-1, 5-2. That always feels good to get it rolling.
Yeah,
we need one of those.
Big Web, your thoughts on being number 1 at the moment?
Well, it takes a champion to remain champion, but I got to be honest. I'm on top. I usually don't talk like this, but
Who cares?
we make flows like down. There'll be bad weeks and good weeks. It's so damn early, but I don't mind the start. I like to start. I'm happy about it.
Oh, good for you. I mean, it's short lived. It's only one game. Relax. I mean, we're humble around here.
We are.
When you're in first place, you don't just brag about it. You don't go off like me.
No, you can't.
When I'm in first place, I'm very humble. I said, you guys are great pickers and you do a great job,
sure
and I'm
do.
excited for you to get a chance to be number 1 too.
Nick Yale, he went off last year, a couple of years ago when he was on top early, and he went sinking down to the bottom underwater.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Well, thank you for that, dipshit.
Yeah.
He did. It's true, Nick.
Yeah. For the dogs, I believe we're not doing too hot. Tali actually leading the dogs. He's 2-1 on his dogs this year. Me, Nick, and Zook are 1-2, and Big Web 0-3. So do not take his dogs.
It's like when we used to go to the taverns in our 20s. You stay away from the dogs.
There you go. Yeah, the nickname. By the way, that's an inside joke. Nickname of their friend group was the dogs.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And then locks. Someone named TJ is 3-0. Shocker.
Wow.
Big Web and Nick are 2-1. Zook 1-2, and Tali 1-1-1.
It's good that somebody has actual locks. Like it's actually doing the name some service.
Yeah, it's nice because sometimes we'll sit there and we brag about our picks or being above 500, and our locks are like 2-10. It's like the best pick of the week goes 2-10.
That's
The one we
really
get to choose.
You really put some thought into that one.
It also sucks when I have a few parlays going on, and Tali picks games that have nothing to do with my bets. So I win. I'll go 6-1 in our pick. I'll be like, TJ, good week. I bet you made some money. Nope, I took the wrong teams. I parlayed the wrong shit. It's just the way it works. So. We will get to picks in a minute. We'll go ahead and read some more comments here, and then we'll get to our week 4 picks of the week. Is Gibbs worth to start every week? That's from Harrison. I told you to be patient on Wednesday with him. At this point, I don't know, man. They really like David Montgomery. It's tough. I think he'll be productive, and I think he's a guy, if you don't drop him, but maybe give him a week on the bench, maybe you look for trade value out of him. I'm keeping him because I'm a sucker for a Lions running back, but I don't know if it's the right move.
It's everything to do with the coaches and what they want to do. But I'm telling you right now, they're going to, as they get deeper into the season and need these wins, they're going to start splitting them out to wide receiver, or they're going to put him in the slot. They're going to do reverses with him. They're going to use this guy's speed some way, somehow.
Yeah, I think it's so hard to do. But yeah, I'd recommend trying to keep him on your team at least. Like maybe you bench him a couple weeks. Maybe you put him down in your flex. Try to bolster your running back position. But it feels like by November, like when you get later in the season, like Big Web said, they're going to start leaning on him more and more. I think they're just trying to keep everybody fresh and healthy as possible.
He's out there now, but inside the 5-yard line, it's Montgomery. That's all it is. I mean,
that's tough.
And I'll be honest, the dude's scoring a ton of touchdowns. I get why they're doing it. He's a bowling ball through the middle, but if you're a fantasy owner, Gibbs is hurting you right now because you expected him to be out there as they said, the main back. I mean, he was taken very high in fantasy drafts. He was expected to be the 3-down back, I believe, eventually, and maybe he will. But David Montgomery's scoring points. They don't care.
Aren't they getting that big wide receiver draft pick back today?
No, it's week 7.
7,
yeah,
yeah.
He's out 6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah,
He was allowed back in the facility. That's probably
for
what
betting
you
on,
saw.
I think, the NBA, which is just anyway. Don't get me started on the fucking
But that,
stupid rule.
if Detroit keeps rolling, they get that kid back. I mean, he seems like he's going to be something.
Yeah, he's quick.
And I mean, the way Laporte is playing, that offense is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I mean, Laporta is the real deal. I'm really happy about that. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. Soto says Cowboys, Rams, Ravens, Eagles, 49ers is the only parlay today. It's a lot of teams.
Cowboys, Rams, Raiders. Wait, Raiders?
Ravens,
Ravens. I
Eagles,
don't like that either.
Niners. You're taking Cleveland still?
I'm taking Cleveland.
Oh, big.
I'm
wow.
taking Cleveland.
I guess we're getting in the picks already. That's pretty. Why?
Here he goes with the Y. We went viral with Y last time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got a surrounding cast. Quarterback is only one player. I'm telling you, they can play football. Ravens are right now.
Okay. Nah, right now.
Still spell that.
Garcia says pick 2, Zeke, Kelly, Herbert. Is that Khalil Herbert?
Must be.
Zeke and Kelly, I guess. What league is this? It's like a 16-team league. Like that's tough.
I'd go. Well, he might have Eckler. I'd go Zeke. Did you see the report that Zeke is supposed to get starter carries today?
Really?
Against the Cowboys? Yeah, he looked good last week, and I guess the report is that they're gonna let him be the lead dog in the backfield today. So I'd go Zeke and Kelly.
I was worried about Stevenson value going into the season because of Zeke, because you know how Belichick is too.
Yes.
Once it doesn't matter. Once a guy performs, and I don't think Zeke's done much yet, unless I missed something, but if Zeke goes off today, Stevenson's gone. Like, won't even be like in the picture. Damian Harris, that happened to Damian Harris last year.
Well, yeah. Well, and even last year it would happen with Stevenson too, because and I picked him so late. He was on my team last year. I picked him so late. The value was still incredible because he ended up finishing as a top 20 running back, I think. But it would be so frustrating watching that game. He would just be MIA for like 2 series in a row. They'd give Damian Harris the touches.
Yeah,
even though their offense would go nowhere. But like they mix it up and. You can never tell week to week what they're going to do.
It's incredible. It sucks so much, but like I mean, those are football coaches. They don't care. They don't care about our fantasy teams. Like, you think Dan Campbell gives a shit about Jahmyr Gibbs touches if they're winning football games?
He
No.
doesn't give a rat's
care.
ass.
He does not care. Jaden says Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, or Tank Dell. Wow, 2 receivers on the same team. Who does Zay Flowers play for now?
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Rookie.
Raven.
Oh, duh. Who am I thinking? I was thinking of Zay Jones for a minute.
Oh,
I lost
Jags.
it. I'm on 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
New baby and everything.
We'll allow it.
Probably would go Tank Dell. He's been pretty
I would
good.
too. I think you got to go, especially if you're choosing between the 2 Texans guys. You got to go Tank Dell until he has like a bad week or something. Guy's on fire.
Yeah, you got to stay with the hot hand.
Yeah.
And he's legit for sure. All right, one more, then we'll go to the picks. Let's see. C. Pulley says anytime touchdowns. Hurts, Chase, Fields, Mark Andrews, Justin Jefferson. Plus 5,000. Yeah, it better be plus 5,000. That's going to be tough.
Chase, Field. Hurts, Chase, Fields. Maybe Fields because he's playing against shit. Who's the other one?
Andrews and Jefferson.
Wow. There might be a little substance to
That's
that.
a lot of players to score. That's a
I
lot
know,
of
but
players
it's
to score.
fun as hell.
Well, it's fun.
How many odds? That's awesome.
Plus 5,000.
That could happen.
We'll see. I did take Fields in an anytime touchdown bet today, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's get to our Week 4 picks of the week. Again, Big Web first place, me in second, Nick and Zook tied for third, and Tali, unfortunately for him, in fourth place. So we will go ahead and get started here. Tali is out, so I will read the matchups. We have, do you have the FanDuel pulled up, Big Web, by the way?
FanDuel, I will pull it up.
If you don't mind.
Can I go DraftKings? Do you care?
No, that's fine.
Not
Yeah.
allowed to have either of those apps.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
Go off
Zook can't
CBS.
help me out here, yeah.
shouldn't ask Zook.
Yeah. So I guess what we'll do then is, let me turn down this damn music here for a second. Hold on.
No, let it fucking blast.
That's right.
To make sure we're not screaming
We
over
know what
it.
Zook likes around here.
So we got Miami against Buffalo. I believe the Bills are -3 last time we saw. Big Web, let me know when you pull it up.
Miami is plus 2.5.
Plus 2.5. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Buffalo minus 2.5. Big number there. Big change, I should say. Let's go with Big Web first. What do you got?
Well, I'm so excited to see this football game. I think it's going to be back and forth.
Me
I
too.
hope it's back and forth because I need that over that we already picked in the middle of the week. We parlayed it with our good friends, the Detroit Lions, Thursday night, so we want this over. It was at 54 then. We are at 53 now. So
Okay.
I am going to take the Dolphins, though, on the side just because I think they're going to continue to roll. I think it's going to be a close game, tight game, fun game. Give me the Dolphins.
Zook?
I can't wait to watch it, man. This is the
Gonna be a
game.
good
This is
one.
game of the week for me. I just hope it lives up to the hype. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills, though. They're still the top dog in this division until proven otherwise. They're at home in this one, under a field goal. Man, that's crazy.
I know.
I'll take the Bills.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Buffalo. This game's going to be tough. I can understand why so much money is going to be on the Dolphins' money line today. Like, they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and you're giving them plus money. Like, yeah, I'll take that if I'm a sharp bettor. But I don't know. Buffalo's been playing good. Ever since week one, Josh Allen's really turned it on, and I think it's going to be a really close game. I'm glad it's 2.5, not 3, so I'll take the Bills. Nick will take Buffalo, and Tolly will take the Miami Dolphins. All right, next one we got Baltimore at Cleveland. The Browns were minus 2.5. Is that still correct?
Cleveland plus 2.
Plus
This
2.
morning.
Oh, it's moving now.
Quarterback change.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me change this up for a second. Minus 2. So that was originally going to be my dog was Baltimore, but I figured it would change once I heard of the quarterback change. Big Web, what do you got here?
I'm taking Cleveland basically on what we already said on this show and the surrounding cast, and I'm excited about the new quarterback, maybe getting something done. Watson has been wishy-washy. Now he's out.
This is kind of your squad this year too, Big Web. You
He
got
loves
to
Cleveland.
ride for Cleveland
I
because
am.
you took a lot of shit at the beginning of the year, and they look pretty solid early. So
it.
I did flip flop on this one. I had Cleveland initially, and then when the news of the quarterback change came down, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. They're super beat up. They desperately need a win in this one after blowing that game to the Colts last weekend.
Yeah.
So I think that you're catching Baltimore in a motivated spot. I'll take them in a divisional matchup.
Nick and Tolly both take Baltimore. I'm also going to take the Ravens and put Big Web on an island. Even before the Watson news, I was still on Baltimore. I think this is going to be a good game. It's a big division game for both these teams. Sets the tone for the division with Cincinnati really struggling. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to be around much at the end of the season. So I think Baltimore wins this game. I loved them as an underdog, but now minus 2, I would still take it. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens.
Island.
Next one we got Vegas at the Chargers. Chargers minus 6.5.
6.5 is it? Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Zook or Big Web, sorry.
I like the Chargers today. The Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo's not playing. You got big backup quarterback starting.
Is it Aiden McConnell or is it?
They're going with Aiden, their third stringer.
They are going with Aiden,
I like
okay.
the rookie better.
Me
I
too.
like that opportunity. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's what they're
me
doing.
too.
And I did hear a rumor that Chargers got some injuries at wide receiver, but I'm still sticking with the Chargers minus 6.5.
Did you hear the rumor that Mike Williams tore his ACL?
Ouch.
Yeah.
It's a tough rumor. Confirmed rumor.
I'm going to go with the Chargers, too. Although I would feel better about it if Hoyer was playing, not going to lie.
Yeah, Aiden McConnell actually is that's his name, right?
O'Connell.
O'Connell. What did I say?
Yeah.
McConnell.
McConnell, it's whatever.
Aiden O'Connell.
Purdue.
They're kind of excited about him. I mean, Jimmy, I'm sure he'll get his job back, but Jimmy, isn't that type of quarterback that can't be replaced by a good rookie. I'm excited to see what he can do, but not today. Give me the Chargers minus 6.5. Unfortunately, though, boys, I think O'Connell's going to have a day and cover this game because it's a clean sweep.
Oh, yeah.
Nick and Tolly both have the Chargers, and we all have the damn Chargers. So congratulations to the Raiders on the cover.
Also, too, we're all fools. Betting the freaking Chargers to win by a touchdown? Come
Yes,
on.
at any
Yeah.
point against any team. That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, we got Kansas City against the New York Jets. This is Sunday Night Football at MetLife Stadium. Big Web, what's the line?
8.5 points.
Still 8.5.
Yes, sir.
What are you going with this one?
I am going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs and some key interceptions of Zach Wilson, and I'm not worried about it.
Okay, Zook.
Yeah, if this game was played at noon and the Chiefs were having to travel an extra time zone after just mollywhopping the Bears. I would say that I wouldn't like them to cover the spread, but I still think that they're going to get the Chiefs' best shot here in prime time on the road. So I'll take the Chiefs to cover the 8.5. Typically, I do not like the Chiefs over a touchdown. Historically, that does not work out. But it worked out last week, and I think it'll work out this week too.
So Nick and Tyler, you're both taking the Chiefs. I'm going to be on an island. I'm taking the Jets today, plus 8.5. I've done it a couple times this season. It screwed me over, but I feel like at some point, one of the weeks, defense will show out. I know it's Patrick Mahomes. I know it's the Chiefs, but it seems like one of those tough games for the Chiefs on the road. I think the Jets fans will be pumped up on prime time. I think Wilson will do enough. I also think he is not only playing for his job with the Jets, I think he's playing for a job in the NFL, period. Very, very short. He's got a very short leash right now. So I think that this could be a game he not shows out, but does enough to cover 8.5. So I'll take the Jets plus 8.5. And I like the island. I'll be honest with you. I like the island. Toilet bowl game of the week, and I don't think this one's going to be topped. We got the Denver Broncos heading out to Chicago. Is it still 3.5?
3 points. Denver -3.
Wow, this could be a push. It
Dumpster
could be
fire.
0-0 tie. Big Web, what do you got?
Who cares? I'm going to take the Denver Broncos just because I think they got a little bit more than the Bears do, and other than that, it's shit.
Zook?
I told you guys earlier in the show I'm still a sucker for. Is this the week that they finally realize that Justin Fields can't play from the pocket and just let him run?
Right.
And maybe they'll have a chance in this game if they do that. Yeah, I hate it, but I'll just take the team that's getting points. I'll take the Bears.
Not a bad idea. Nick is going with Denver. Tali's going with Chicago, so no island. Because I am also going with the Denver Broncos. You know, both these teams are terrible, and I think after last week, Sean Payton is still one of the best NFL coaches of all time. I think he's going to get light a fire under their ass and be like, better fucking play for me this week. I'm not getting embarrassed like that. You guys should feel embarrassed. I think Russ will do enough against that Chicago defense, so I'll take Denver. Terrible game, but I think Denver will respond more than Chicago will. All right, we have the underdog picks of the week. Big Web.
Man, I had the Rams as a dog, but now they're favored.
Are they really?
They're favored.
That changed. That was this
You
morning.
want me to go real fast while you pick another one?
You go ahead, buddy.
All right. I'm going to take the Commanders today.
Wow.
They're still 8.5, Big Web.
Let's see now. Washington. There they are. Plus 9.5.
Plus 9.5. I
Against
like
the
it.
Eagles.
So divisional game, Washington with a good defense. I think they're going to slow down the run game of Philly a little bit. I still think Philly wins the game, but this is just ultimately too many points for me for a Washington team that I don't think is bad. Like Sam Howell had the horrible game last week, right? But I think he's going to be up and down. I think he'll play a lot better today, so I'll take Washington to cover.
Big Web, you ready?
Yeah, let me just go ahead with Houston here against the Steelers. Steelers can't score on offense.
What are they getting?
I'm sorry. Houston's +3.
Is that because you saw C.J. Stroud on the television? Is that why you went?
I said he's been interviewed right now. They just changed it on CBS.
I didn't even look up. How you doing, CJ? Yeah, Houston. Give me Houston. I just think they've been moving the ball surprisingly this year. Let's keep it going.
Well,
C.J. Stroud? Yeah, that's Texans. Yeah.
Who's being interviewed? J.J. Watt, he's playing for the Texans? Give me the Houston Texans. Yeah, Tali's going to agree with you. He's taking Houston +3. Right. Nick is taking Carolina. I think it's still 4.5, I believe. And then I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Bucks. Is it 3.5 still?
Carolina is 4.5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, formerly Tom Brady football team, +4.
+4. I like that better. I don't know why, but I like it better. I'm taking Tampa +4. I think this team, unfortunately, Derek Carr's back for the Saints. So that doesn't help me there. Alvin Kamara's back from suspension, so that doesn't help me there. There's something about this Bucs team, though. I feel like they're better than we expected in preseason. I still think they're going to be fighting for that division for a while. So I like the number. I like +4 division matchup. I think the Saints could win, but why not take the Bucs? That's what I say. Why the hell not? You know?
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, locks of the week. What do you got?
You ready for this?
Yes.
New Orleans Saints -4.
Of course it is.
Give me the Saints for my lock. I'll go with Kamara and Carr. Let's make it happen, baby.
Zook?
Ugh, that's brutal, Big Web. I hope you're right, more right about that game than I am. I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings. They're 0-3. They've had a nightmare start. They are losing all these close games, which they won last year. But I still think that there's some fight in that locker room. I don't think that locker room knows that they're dead yet. Mm-hmm. So I think that they're gonna play well today, and I think they're gonna get a win against the Panthers.
Nick is going to take Cincinnati minus 2.5, which is not a bad one. On the road, who are they playing again? That is
Cincinnati is playing.
We should know this
Titans.
stuff. Titans, that's it. Yeah, that should be a win for the Saints or the Bengals. I like that. And then Tolly's taking the Eagles minus 8.5. I'm going to go to Monday Night Football. I'm taking Seattle minus 1.5 against the Giants. You know, Saquon's supposed to be out.
Minus 2.
And here's a hot take right here. Is it 2 now? Wonderful. Love that. Love it. Also, I just think the Giants, hot take, are one of the worst teams in the NFL. I'll be honest. I think they're overrated. I think Daniel Jones is awful. I think Brian Daboll's a great coach, but I just don't think they're very good. I think Seattle's legit. I think they're going to contend for a wild card spot again. And I'm taking the Seahawks minus 2. I think the number's good.
Something
Makes
interesting I'm noticing on the picks here. So I have Minnesota as my lock. Nick has Carolina as his dog. And then Tolly has Philadelphia as his lock. And I've got the Commanders as my dog.
And
So
TJ and I
we're
are
going,
against
we're
each
going
other.
against each other.
I have Tampa as my dog, and Big Web's got
Yeah,
New Orleans as his
that's
lock.
right.
Yeah, this is going to be a good week. I think the standings could
weeks like
flip a
this.
little bit. Yeah, that's exciting
So
stuff.
that lock, just to be right here, that's 4. I'm giving up 4. But why am I saying this? New Orleans, I'm giving up 4.
Somebody's going to have a bad week.
Yes. Somebody's going to go 0-7, I think. That's how it's going to go.
I don't feel that way for me. But anyway,
Well,
we'll see.
You never do about yourself.
You do. You're right about that.
That's why I said someone, Big Web. I wasn't talking about myself.
Someone. have to be-
Anyone.
yeah,
I
not
started
me.
thinking directly about me. What are you talking about?
If you guys want to call in, you can call in on fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com. Hit the call button. Jump in on the conversation. We got plenty of time now until kickoff, and we want to talk fantasy. We want to talk parlays. So call in fromthe50.com, hit the call button, or go ahead and comment here on TikTok. We'll go crazy with reading comments now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Also, if you happen to be going to one of the games, probably this afternoon, I don't think you'll have time to go to the noon or 1 o'clock games if you're on East Coast. But if you do want to go to a game at 3 o'clock, and you're like, I would go if it was $20 cheaper. That's all I would say. I'd go to SeatGeek.com and use promo code WeberBets is what I would do.
That's a great idea.
$20 off if you use promo code WeberBets as a first-time user of SeatGeek. So download the app today, and once again, you can use promo code WeberBets and get $20 off. Why wouldn't you? It helps the sponsors, helps the show, and helps you guys get cheaper tickets. That's
a real deal.
SeatGeek.com.
We did some Cardinal tickets the other night, and it just came directly off when you push the button.
Yeah.
It comes directly off, charges you less money. Do it.
It's a win-win. It's fantastic. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's go to Austin. Austin, what's going on, man?
What's up, Webb?
What's going on? How we doing?
Oh, we're living the dream, man. Hey, what do you think about DTR? Do you think he steps up well for the Browns today and gets a win against the Ravens, or what is that looking like?
Well, me and Big Web disagree on this take. I think no. I think the Ravens. I thought the Ravens would win even if Deshaun was starting. Big Web is definitely disagreeing with me.
Yeah, I mean, I just like his talent, and I'll say it a third time, surrounding squad. They got all the tools, and hell, it's a lot like the Jets. They need better quarterback play,
The best decision the Browns ever made in my lifetime was hiring Schwartz. That defense is a monster.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
That is no joke. And when Big Web first said they'd win the North, I said, man, with Cincinnati and Baltimore, you're out of your mind. But they're in the conversation. I don't think their offense is going to hang on, especially with Chubb out for the year. So.
Yeah, that's an interesting line. I think Ford does okay in the backfield. I mean, signing Kareem Hunt because he knows the offense is a pretty interesting move. But yeah, that backfield, I'm worried about that.
Do you think Cooper fantasy value today goes down with is it DTR? I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah, DTR.
With him in instead of Watson?
There's a possibility. I mean, DTR, he seemed pretty well in the preseason, connected with those guys. I mean, obviously they like to use him a lot more than Dobbs. They traded Dobbs away.
Right.
And or did they release Dobbs? I think they released him.
I think they released him. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
But I mean, he could be a sneaky quarterback. I mean, all he has to do is take care of the ball, and if that defense can get on Lamar and make him pass the ball, I mean, it could be interesting.
Yeah, that offense is pretty much built for not any quarterback, but I feel like he could just kind of step in and run that offense all right. So I think it'll be a competitive game still. Now that Deshaun's out, I do like that Ravens pick even more. So, Austin, anything else, man? Any locks today?
I don't got anything right now, but I appreciate you taking the call.
All right, man. Appreciate it. That's Austin on the phone
Go get
lines.
him.
If you guys want to call in from the50.com, hit the call button. Yeah, something about Cleveland. I guess it's the way that their offense has been running, and with Chubb out, I feel like they're not going to sustain the type of start they've had. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I just with how good that division is, and Cincinnati looks, really bad. So, and Burrow's hurt. Maybe that's part of it. The chemistry looks off, though, even with him playing last week.
Slow out of the chute. Yeah.
So I think the Ravens will probably win that division. I think Cincinnati will jump up again. But something about Cleveland, it just tells me they're going to drop off.
Really?
I really do.
so.
I hated Big Web's preseason pick of the Browns. I don't know. Ever since they signed Watson, I've just anybody not named Nick Chubb in that offense, I just haven't had much faith in. But I think the Browns are solid. Like that, that defense is going to travel, and I think they'll be able to sustain that as long as.
So
they
you think
stay
they're
healthy.
a playoff team, 100%?
I think they're a playoff team. I don't know. I think the division's still completely wide open.
Yeah, it's up for
but
grabs.
I don't see how the Browns don't like minimum get to like 9 wins.
And I think Austin hit on it. I mean, Schwartz is a huge addition there with what he can do coaching the defense, and the running game's still going to be the running game. I mean, this they still got a good complement of the line up front. Plus, this Ford kid I think is pretty damn solid.
Yeah, Ford. They drafted him out of Cincinnati, so like home state, obviously not hometown, but
right?
Ohio guy. So they really like him. Like I think the plan is for him to basically be in the Nick Chubb role, and then Hunt will just take the old role he had.
Yeah.
Today is a big game for Cleveland, even with Deshaun out, because if they can, without Watson, and he hasn't even been that great. He played pretty good last week, but overall he hasn't been fantastic. If they win without their starting quarterback today, with a rookie quarterback, and shut down Lamar, then they'll get my respect. But the Ravens should win this game today, and if they don't, I don't know if it's really a knock on the Ravens. I think it's more that you're saying Cleveland might be legit.
Is so solid, yeah.
But I'm a little weary on it with how hard that division is.
You would be with the rookie quarterback and never playing a game before. I mean, we've seen that so many times when somebody looks good in preseason, they're all touted up on the draft and everything, and all of a sudden wah. But I think I just feel good about it.
Yeah, we got a lot of people saying the Steelers are going to win the division. Let me tell you something. Steelers fans are the most loyal people ever because, the defense is solid. Kenny's been playing better, but they're nowhere close to the other top teams in the division.
Have you seen your offense? Watch when the offense is on the football field and then report back to us. What the fuck?
It's a complete different type of team, and I get it. They're built on their defense. They always have been, but it's just... I don't know. It's just one of those teams. They remind me of the Titans a little bit. They're just like there, but they're never going to win anything for a while.
They're well coached.
They are well coached. Tomlin's great
because they're 2-1, right? With the Texans on deck today, like they could be 3-1. Do they pass the eye test? No, it stinks. Like when you watch it,
yes.
But somehow they find a way to win football games. Man, I loved the Steelers preseason. I bought into the preseason hype with Kenny Pickett in the late half surge they had last season. But I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a little bit more so far.
And the other thing is the division. If they were in the NFC South, give them the win or whatever the hell, give them to compete in that division. But everybody we just mentioned is better football teams on both sides of the ball.
Josh says, "Hey, Webb, my Vikings are still taking the North. I don't know what you're doing, but it's a little too early to start drinking. So I would probably put down the bottle and then come back in about 30 minutes and we'll have a conversation." That's just a wild take. I think Kirk might get traded. Another wild prediction.
Doesn't seem like they're going to re-sign him. So, get something for him. You're 0-3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just... I don't know. It just doesn't seem good. I think he's still got some left in the tank and could work out. I don't know.
What is it, like 3% to make the playoffs at 0-3? 2 or 3%? Like something crazy.
Like that. Yeah.
This is once you lose 3, nobody gets in hardly.
They're playing another 0-3 team today, aren't they? There's a chance one of the teams goes. It's Carolina.
Somebody's going 0-4.
Carolina.
Somebody's going 0-4.
Yeah.
Carolina also 0-4 shocked me. I didn't think they'd be as good as the Vikings this year.
Oh, dude, I thought they could sneaky maybe contend for the division.
100%. Yeah, it's crazy. Zook, read one of these comments. I got to go unpause this live over here.
Here, I got to put on my glasses.
Old man.
Like the guy said, a bunch of fucking old guys being wrong about football. All right, Puka or Pittman? Puka Nacua or Michael Pittman? I'd go Puka Nacua, man. This is kind of the last week without Cooper Kupp. I'd ride it. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah, he was a little off last week with Stafford, but Stafford was off totally, and I put that more with how good Cincinnati's pass rush was. So I think he is a good start. Again, Indy just doesn't impress me a lot. Zook, that's kind of your team that you've been kind of not high on, but you see productivity. So I would still go Puka for a bit.
I would too.
Mostert or Kenneth Walker. That's from Just Me.
Ooh,
Just me.
I'd go Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, it's against the Giants.
I think the touchdown equity that Walker has is like about the best in the NFL.
It's just the way Mostert's been playing. It's like, God, it's so hard not to start him.
Tougher defense today, though.
I'd find a way to get both of them in the lineup. Like, there's no way you've got.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who are you starting? I'd probably put Gibbs in, like I would have. It's ridiculous. Judy or Stevenson? That's from Jacob Lewis.
Oh, jeez.
Stevenson against Dallas? No.
I'd go Judy.
And they said that Zeke's supposed to get more work.
Yeah,
apparently.
based on that report, I'd go Judy. If I knew Stevenson was going to get like 15 touches, I'd go Stevenson. But, I mean, do we know that? I don't know.
Let's see. C. Poli says, YOLO, McCaffrey 3 touchdowns today, plus 750. That's it? I know he's Christian McCaffrey and they're playing the Cardinals, but that's it? 3 touchdowns plus 750? That's a lot of touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns.
I mean, anything could happen. You could put Debo on some kind of like jet sweep. You could have an easy pass to Kittle. Like, you need almost every score by McCaffrey. That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
I'd say no, but hey, go for it. I mean, I do the $5 on fire parlay every week.
I just need like plus 1,500 for that. You know what I mean?
At least. Yeah, that's super tough. Let's see. Speaks to how badly FanDuel has been burned by McCaffrey. Yeah. He's like probably minus 200 to score a touchdown. It's freaking insane.
I think they do that all the time when there's a weak opponent. They could get bettors to bite on something like that at a low odds.
Well, he's scored a touchdown in, 11 straight games or more than that? It's like 13. They said if you started, I forgot the total number, but if you started with $100 and you carry it over every week for 13 weeks and bet him to score a touchdown, you'd have like, I think, $35,000 or something like that. Maybe more than that.
That doesn't surprise me, yeah.
Pretty wild stuff. Let's see what we got. PPR flex. Jay Williams, Rashad, or Godwin. If that's Jamal Williams, I think he's still out, isn't he?
He's on IR.
Is that the right Jay Williams?
That's what I'm trying to think of here.
If that's Jamal Williams, get him off your team because unfortunately Alvin's back for his sake, and he think he's injured. So yeah, I would probably go with Rashad White there if I had to pick. It's tough though, very tough. Tiff says, same question. Javonte Williams. Sorry, there is another Jay Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, I would still go Rashad White there.
Yeah, me too. If we can't think of him, probably means we should take the other player.
Right. Charlie says Najee, Kelly, or Palmer, full PPR. Eckler's back, isn't he? Is he out today?
Is he? I don't know.
If he's out, that's massive for my fantasy team. If he's out, because I'm playing against him today.
Let's see.
That is big and might do a full victory lap.
I'm checking. If Eckler is out, I would take Palmer.
Yeah, if Eckler's out, I would also take Palmer. I'd stay away from Najee. I'd stay away from Kelly.
If Eckler's in, I'd probably take Palmer too.
Yeah, I think Palmer's your choice there. Should I start Dameon Pierce or James Conner? That's from Logan. Texans are playing who again?
I'd go, James Conner against the 49ers.
And who are the Texans playing?
Steelers.
Oof.
Steelers.
Yeah, that's tough.
Two tough ones.
That's a tough matchup.
Man,
I'd
you're
go
forced
Conner.
to go Conner there.
I'd go Conner.
I guess James Conner's the play there. Kyron Williams or George Pickens? That's from Aaron. I think Kyron's your play. Yeah, he should have a bounce back week. And again, it's the Steelers' offense. It's just their receivers. You're not sure what you're going to get each week. That's kind of where I'm going with it. If you guys want to call in from the50.com, from the50.com, you can hit the call button and jump in live on the show with myself, Big Web, Zook. We're live from the St. Louis, Missouri studios for probably another 20 minutes or so, answering fantasy questions, talking parlays, and getting you ready for NFL Sunday Week 4. We should have a full panel next week, I would think. I think we've only had a full show once. It is nice when we can have 4 guys in studio. We haven't had that yet, but I think once Tolly's not busy, I think Zook's here for the next 2 weeks. We should have 4 of us in studio and then Nick Yale on the road.
Speaking of parlays, you want to hear one?
Sure.
This one could work. Ready for this?
It could work.
Could work.
I'm already sold.
It could work.
Already sold.
Look at this.
Sign me up.
Look
I
at
don't
this.
even need to know.
Okay, done deal.
Here's
sign
$10.
up.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. $10. Congratulations, Zook.
Yeah, it could work.
Philadelphia Eagles minus 9.5 could work.
Huh?
Well, I
Say it again.
hate that.
Philadelphia Eagles minus
Commanders.
9.5.
Minus 9.5 against the Commanders.
It could work.
Okay.
New Orleans Saints minus 3.5 against Tampa Bay could work.
Sorry.
Just mark this down, guys. We'll
Yeah, I was gonna
celebrate
say I'm
next week.
so far you're 0 for 2 with me.
Chargers minus 6.5 could work.
Could work.
Yeah, I like that one.
Dallas Cowboys minus 6 could work.
Could work.
Okay.
That could work.
Sure.
Kansas City Chiefs minus 9 could work.
Could work.
Ready for this?
What's the reverse parlay pay?
I was going to tease. I put this in as a teaser, and you got to push them in twice for the fucking button. But what I just said, the could work parlay, 41 pays 1,022.
That's not enough.
You don't
More than
like
that.
it. If you don't like it,
I hated 5 of the 6 or whatever it is.
you
It's
did
brutal.
not. You hated the top 3.
No, I liked the Chargers. That's the only one I liked.
Top 2. You don't like the Saints and you don't like the E-Gals.
Well, I got Tampa, and he talked me into Washington.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Dallas Cowboys and the Patriots.
I like the Jets plus 8.5. We're just this is good. Me and Big Web are opposite.
This
It's
is
gonna
gonna be a hell
get
of a
feisty. The cameras will be on this afternoon.
I tell you what, Weber Wednesday is going to be exciting next week.
Oh, yeah.
Tune into that.
Someone's
baby.
gonna be talking shit.
Yeah,
We're
so
not
yeah.
sure who yet.
Big Web's kind of biting his tongue right now, and if these cash, he's gonna be insufferable.
This is a
Major.
big week actually
Major.
for the pick'em standings because me and Big Web have been going 1-2 the entire time. I think one of us drops big time this week. I don't know who's
So
going
you
to
guys
be.
are
yet.
opposites.
Gonna
Yes.
be one of us.
One of us is going to go down. I
Oh.
think Nick or Zook will bounce up to 2. So I don't think the Weber boys will both be 1 and 2 going into
Tune
next
into
week.
Weber Wednesday, 6 o'clock next Wednesday, baby.
Yeah, it'll be good. Pick 2: Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, PPR. That's from C Swan.
C Swan.
Most random names get you. It cracks me up.
C-Swan.
C Swan. Here he goes.
C Swan.
There's no reason for that to be as fun. That
That's what I said.
It kind of is.
I'm trying to figure out if he's looking at a bird, C Swan,
Oh.
or what is going on.
Oh, Billy Horror's on there too.
Billy.
Yeah.
C Swan, I'd probably go with Zay Flowers, I guess.
I'd go Zay Flowers. And do you say pick 2? I'd go Zay Flowers
said
and
2.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, I would say also DJ Moore. Yep, I would agree. What's that name say, Zook? Is that I think it's
Which one? Hold on.
the phone lines
Old
over
man.
here. Is it Smirky?
Smirky.
See on the bottom right over here?
Yeah.
Smirky. All right,
Yeah.
Smirky, you're on the show. What's up? Smirky, what's up?
Smunky?
Spunky.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
Smunky.
can't read.
Smunky.
My eyesight sucks. What's going on?
Smunky.
It's all good, man.
His lens
I was
is a
just
little
wondering,
smirky.
what do you think about? I got a tough matchup. I ended up starting Luke Musgraves,
Oh, welcome to the
Yeah.
club, bro. Brutal.
and also I had Jameer Gibbs going too.
Yep. He basically has my team. I mean, this is just like I
Yeah.
get it, man. About to go
And-
1 and 3.
My opponent is got quite the tough team, and I'm looking at starting either Debo or Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough because I'm a Steelers fan, so I have bias, so it's hard to make a decision like this on my own.
Yeah. What is Pickens ranked right now? Are you PPR league? I guess.
Yeah, I am PPR.
What is he ranked in ESPN fantasy? I want to say he's still like high 20s probably.
He's 30.
It's 30. I would go Debo anyway against the Cardinals. I think he's got higher upside. Zook, I don't know if you agree. I'm kind of
I
there.
just worry about the
me
injury,
too.
But
Yeah.
that's my thought as well.
I think he's the safer play, and don't at me if Pickens goes off for 2 touchdowns today, but like I think Debo's got higher ceiling, so I'd go with him.
Yeah, I'd say that was my thought. I could see Pickens going off for 2 touchdowns.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It-
They both have good upside.
It always happens. I mean, you know what's going to happen. It's if you got the type of fantasy luck I do, which you have the same team as me, it sounds like you're going to have Pickens will go off today if you don't start.
Yeah, and I got Darren Waller on the bench, so he's probably going to go off this week too.
Yeah, of course.
The way that works.
Luke Musgraves, brutal. I picked him up 3 different times this year, Zook, and the one time I start him, he gets 1 point. So,
Yeah.
Smoggy, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me on.
No problem. You guys can call in from the50.com. Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, Jameer Gibbs and Musgraves, like that's my flex and my tight end this week, so I understand
Solid.
the pain.
Solid.
It's really bad.
What they total you for? What have you been staring at since Thursday night?
10 points between
Nice.
the two of them. Actually, no, 10.3. Oh, sorry.
10.3.
Yeah,
Yep.
10.3. Beautiful. Everybody's yelling Pickens. Why would you start Pickens over Debo today? What do you see out of Pickens that Debo can't give you more? Isn't Ayuk still out, or is he back?
That's a good question. I thought he was still injured, but why don't I go check?
Yeah, check it out. Mike says, flex, Mike Evans versus New Orleans or Pacheco against the Jets. Mike Evans all day.
Ayuk is up today. That's probably why the chat likes Pickens over Debo.
I still like Debo
Me too.
over Pickens. Yeah, I mean, that's Mike Evans over Pacheco all day. I don't think that's even... Why would you not go Mike Evans?
Yes.
That's absolutely Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Nico.
Well, he does tend to get kicked out of these games with Marshawn Lattimore and the Saints. Maybe that's the play.
Oh, that's true.
There's the
He's
deal.
Baker's number one guy. If he's the number one guy, he's got to be started. Pacheco, no, he's definitely go Mike Evans. Let's see. MT, DJ Moore, Shaheed, or Waddle? Who's MT? Michael Thomas?
Thomas, yeah.
I probably would go, I hate to say it because I'm playing against him today, I'd probably go Waddle.
Yeah. Yes.
Addison or Garrett Wilson? That's from RCX Sports Collectibles. Free shout out
Oh,
for you.
man.
Hey,
That's tough.
Welcome for the advertising. Send us a check.
Yeah. I'd probably go Garrett Wilson.
Me too.
It's one of those players where, like, if you have him and everybody's like, dude, I can't not start him, I understand. Like, it's just one of those guys you draft high. It's like Gibbs for me.
Sure.
I can't not start him because the minute I sit him or trade him, he's going to go off.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to happen.
Let me ask you a question. Zach Wilson, every year, doesn't he looks like an idiot, then he has a blowout game. I mean, a major blowout game.
Why do you, like, it's not just that you don't like his football skills. It's a personal attack against the man.
It is.
I hate his hairdo. I hate his fucking smile.
I hate that too. I hate that too. But basically, no, the guy
Looks like an idiot.
If I remember right, he'll have a blowout game. He'll look like total shit, and all of a sudden the Jets will win 47-3.
Yeah.
You know what? So, like, one thing that I thought it was interesting about the whole Zach Wilson thing last year was they had a different offensive coordinator. Like, you know who's coordinating the offense this year? This is a key difference for me. And they actually fired Mike McDaniel. Or not Mike McDaniel, but Mike LaFleur. LaFleur's brother was the OC for the Jets last year. So they fired him in favor of Nathaniel fucking Hackett.
Oh, that's right.
Because of who?
So you
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. So do you honestly think Nathaniel Hackett's going to get out of Zach Wilson what they got out of him last year? And I'm not saying LaFleur's brother is like some God's gift to like offensive football, but like the offense looks disgusting.
Yeah,
right now.
I
think it's as much to do with like Hackett's inability to just give Wilson some easy throws as much as it is Wilson looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
As you so
no one game pop out of this guy.
Well, of course, it's the NFL. He's going to have a game where he throws for like 350 yards and 3 touchdowns, but
for sure.
Predicting that, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can. I mean, this is the last week. If they get embarrassed, and again, they're playing one of the toughest teams in the NFL. If they get embarrassed at home, if you start him again, you're punting the season to me. I mean, that might be early, but if they look that bad today, you got to do something.
And what you're going off is last week when someone on our team said, "Hey, the Chiefs don't cover big spreads, right?" And I'm going with the same recipe he's been doing all year, interceptions like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm worried about is this guy going off somewhere and making it happen. But I still don't see it. It's a great point with Hackett. Is he going to get it out of him? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, then also, I mean, the Jets are one of the tougher defenses still in the NFL. The Chiefs have performed, but against the Bears, you know what I mean? What does that say? They actually struggled against the Lions in week 1, big time. Without Kelsey, I get it. Mm-hmm. But, like, good defenses shut them down. And they're at home. Like, it's going to be – that's the only reason I like the Jets. But
well, and historically, too, like, Casey – over a touchdown does not hit normally. Like it just doesn't.
Well, they got Taylor now.
Yeah, names usually get Big Web. This is going to be a good one. Hot sauce on my nips says thanks for Swift from everyone in Philadelphia. Yeah, Swift. I knew Swift would be good. I didn't think he'd be this good. That's hot sauce on my nips.
Welcome in, hot sauce.
Probably the best name we've had.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Good. Take a bath, by the way.
Savio says I'm trading Ridley. His performance is down. I thought he had a touchdown today, didn't he?
Yeah, but when I checked, he had like the one catch for 30 yards.
That's it?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while, so.
I mean, it's tough. Like,
has that game gone final yet?
23-7 Jags.
Final?
Final.
Let's go. That's going to help my division parlay. Love to see that.
Me too.
Love to see that. Swift is like Jahmyr Gibbs in 3 years. Well, I mean, they thought Gibbs would be better than Swift already, and I think he's good. They don't use him.
Can't let him play.
Lions are also 3-1, so I'm not really going to bitch that much. Let's see. You guys can send in your fantasy questions. We got about 10 to 12 more minutes of taking fantasy questions. You can also put in your parlays of the day, your top picks. We are running out of battery on one of the devices for the From the 50 TikTok account, so head on over to Weber Bets if you guys still want to jump in on the show, or go to our YouTube page. You can find it from the50.com, from the50.com, and also you can find the call button there. Jump in and get your hot take.
That's very honest.
Did you see Nick in the comments down here?
Who's that?
He's
there
he goes, I swear
Nick
I'm not
Yale.
in hiding after my awful picks last week.
Yeah, I mean, you're not the only one, dude. I went 2-5. It's just brutal. But it is close. I will say the pick'em standings are Tolly's in last, but he's only back 3.5 games. It's not bad. Not bad.
It's not like anybody's blowing out 5-2 or something.
Yeah,
6-1.
100%. The one time I said David Montgomery, he goes off. That's from Savio. Yeah, that's usually how fantasy goes, man. Would you start Dell or Addison? That's from Jesse. Man, Zook,
That's
I
tough.
don't know about that.
I think I'd go Addison, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the matchup.
I think Addison finally had a tough week last week, if memory serves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that I like the Vikings today, so I might be a little biased. But yeah, I like Addison.
I'll go Addison too. Why not?
Seems to get a lot of targets in the end zone.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, Kirk loves him already. And if him and JJ aren't on, he should go off for sure. Matt says Dak or O'Connell. I know, rough. Yeah, as a guy who drafted Dak, I understand. I've been starting golf over him. I would not. I would go Dak.
O'Connell's the Raider guy?
Yeah, O'Connell's also a rookie that hasn't started yet. It's tough, man. I would go Dak.
I always like Dak off of games like this where it's like we as a country ride the Dak roller coaster.
Yes.
Like now he's like the worst fucking quarterback in the world, and then he'll have a couple really good weeks, and I think this is the start of the upswing. And then he'll look like shit, throw 3 interceptions against the Commanders and lose, and then we'll all think he sucks again. It never ends.
You should have seen how happy I was when I drafted him in fantasy in like the 11th round. Zook, I'm like, God, my team's good. And then he has not panned out. I don't know if he's even above average anymore. He's fine,
He's
but
fine.
he's not really that great.
I think that's a
anymore.
good word for it. He's fine.
He's fine. That's
He's
it.
fine.
Yep.
Pick 2, Connor, Mixon, Javante. That's from Pops. I would go Mixon for sure, and I would probably go James Conner.
I'd go Javante there.
Yeah, I guess James Conner's a tough matchup. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go. I'll go Javante as well. Tex-Mex says pick 2, Cooper or Collins or Dell.
Ooh.
I go Cooper, and I would
and Dell.
probably go Dell.
That was the same thing we had earlier. Like, there's a lot of guys that have both Nico and Dell.
Tank Dell. Yeah. I guess they're seeing who the breakout star there is.
Right,
And
yeah.
they've both been doing pretty good, actually. By the way, yeah, CJ Stroud's actually slowly been a pretty good fantasy quarterback. Like he's putting up a lot of yards.
Dude, he's not bad.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought he'd be pretty bad, but he's doing good. Ethan says Kyron Williams, Jerome Ford, James Conner, pick 2. I'm going to go Kyron, and I'm going to go Jerome Ford.
Okay.
Thoughts, Big Web?
Browns, baby. Ford.
If it's the Browns, Big Web's in. His favorite team.
We gotta get him a jersey or something.
He
one.
said he wants to adopt him as his team. I go, wow. That's,
I'm getting them.
Really? So Big Web's finally gonna pick an NFL team, and it's gonna
Yep.
be the fucking Browns.
It's looking good, baby. It's looking really good.
You're like a fan free agent. And you're like, you know what? You know what looks like fun?
Cleveland's the team.
You know what looks like fun?
Hey,
Being
Mr.
a Browns
Detroit,
fan.
5 years ago.
Okay, they were really good too, and I mean Stafford, Megatron, like there was a reason. But yeah,
You guys, you know what you guys are like masochists.
I respect going with a bad team though, but they're good now, so you're kind of not a fair
No,
weather
no,
fan
no.
yet,
I
but-
liked them a few
No,
weeks ago.
Big Web, I will give you the Browns. You can be a Browns.
Thank you very much.
All right, yeah, we'll give you the Browns. That's yeah, that's fine.
I'll take them.
Zach Moss or Pittman? Yuck. Tough flex spot
You fucking
there.
hate the Colts.
I don't like the Colts at all. Zach.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't think they're very good.
I'd go Moss. Moss is safer.
All right, Moss.
Moss is safe.
If you got anybody else, start him.
Who taught you to take a vendetta against a quarterback or a team all the time?
I have no clue.
Yeah, what the hell?
Shocking. Mike Williams or Tutu Atwell. It's from Arizona Bucks. I still got to go Mike Williams.
Mike Williams tore his ACL, didn't he?
What?
You said it earlier.
What?
Yeah, the
George,
guy from the Chargers.
He just said it.
What did I say? Mike Evans. I
Oh,
meant.
Mike Evans.
Sorry.
Mike Evans.
You freaked me out because I thought you said
no.
Mike Evans. We had two different names going on. I go, Mike Evans? Everybody's
No,
trying
no,
ACL.
Yeah, Williams.
I was like, I didn't like my Bucks pick anymore if that's the case. Let's see.
Evans, by the way, to clarify.
Yeah, we'll take Evans. I'm sorry, 4 hours of sleep. Kelly or Pacheco. That's from Randy Augustus. What a name.
Randy Augustus.
I guess Eckler's out is what I'm getting from all the Kelly questions.
Yeah, he's doubtful. I did check. He's Eckler doubtful to play at 3
Good,
o'clock.
not starting against me in fantasy. I would probably go with Pacheco.
Yeah, I would too.
Kamara, Thielen, or Ayuk in flex. That's from Adam.
What was Ayuk out for?
That's a good question.
I think it was like a shoulder or a rib thing.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's back today. Man, I tell you what, if Ayuk's back, I'd fire him up. He's the
been
more
pretty good.
Like Debo will still get his, but he's the more traditional receiver that they have in the passing game. Like Debo's more of a hybrid, and Ayuk, man, just had a phenomenal start.
And Kamara was out on suspension, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah, he's
So
healthy now.
yeah, I think he's ready to go.
I'll take Alvin just because I think the Saints have struggled. So even with Carr back, I think they'll give him the ball a ton. And also Jamal Williams is out, I believe, on IR. So they don't have any other running backs really. So I think Alvin's my pick there. All right, we'll go rapid fire here for about 5 more minutes, and we'll wrap it up. Pick one from Ryan: Shaheed, Lamb, or Lockett.
Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, I know the Christian Gonzalez, like the Patriots thing, but
Always CeeDee Lamb there. He's the best receiver out of those 3 by a mile. Digo says start 2: Nico Collins, Michael Thomas, Zay Flowers, Josh Palmer, Cortland Sutton. That's a lot of receivers. One more time: Nico Collins, Michael Thomas, Zay Flowers, Josh Palmer, Cortland Sutton. Pick 2.
ooh, Zay Flowers, Josh Palmer.
Sutton and Collins.
Yeah, I'll go.
Great.
I'll go Flowers and Palmer. Tutu or Tank Dell or Lockett. So pick one: Tutu, Tank Dell, or Lockett. That's from Mace Bros.
Lockett.
I'm gonna go Tank Dell.
He's going
Did we
2-2.
all three go different?
He's going 2-2.
Of course he is.
He's going 2-2.
I don't know. Whatever. That again, like we were talking earlier in the show, like how fantasy football's become a little bit more random.
Yes.
How do you pick between those 3?
It's tough. It's so tough, and projections are crap, and it does nothing. Just you got to get lucky sometimes, man. Noah says Mixon or Kyron Williams. I'm starting them both today. I would probably go with Mixon. Thoughts, boys?
Nope.
Yeah, go. I'd go Mixon.
Zay Flowers or Amari Cooper.
Cooper.
I'm gonna go Flowers with the backup quarterback. Henry or Mixon start. That's from Jesse.
Oh, that's the same guy. Mixon.
Yeah, I'll go Mixon.
Is Henry starting a little slide in your mind there, Zook?
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
that's right. I forgot about my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
need to be picking Henry in these.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
This is a big one here. We're gonna keep tabs on
Yeah.
the dreams. Zook's dreams.
It's a nightmare, according to what he just
It's
said.
Yeah.
You guys remember? Did you guys ever watch Blue Mountain State?
Oh yeah. Of
You know how
course.
they had that thing where they had the call-in radio show Dreams, but with Radon Randall.
dreams? Yeah.
If Henry really goes off today, I'm gonna start
What a
him
great
with
show.
Dreams.
Zook's going to be in your favorite sports bar screaming.
All right, real quick. What's the better show? Chat, let us know. Just put it out there in the world. We want to see better show: Friday Night Lights or Blue Mountain State.
To me, Blue Mountain State.
Blue Mountain State is way funnier.
Different
It's
shows.
way different shows.
Different shows.
I love Friday Night Lights.
Friday
I
Night
love
Lights
Friday
is
Night Lights
great.
too.
Very, very good. Also, I want to do something I haven't done all season. It's my favorite thing to do on live stream, and we haven't done it. Put in the chat where you're watching from right now. I want to see all across the world where we're streaming from. So put what city you're in right now, or even another country other than the United States. Put where you are watching right now in the chat. We'll read them. This is so cool to do. Cincinnati, California, San Juan, Columbus, Ohio, Phoenix, Vegas, Kansas, South Carolina, Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, look at this, Big Web.
Love it.
This is so cool. Let's see, Michigan.
California, Michigan.
Beautiful stuff. This is awesome.
Cool.
Did you ever think we'd have this many people watching from different places when we started this thing?
Hell no.
Europe. Someone's in Europe. It's from Logan.
Logan.
It just says Europe.
Yeah, I was just
Europe.
getting ready to say, like, we're such like like we're very nationalist,
Ozarks.
like in America, you know. Like they don't even put the country. Like Europe.
I'm in Europe.
I'm over here.
Let's see. The Ozarks. Okay, the Ozarks. Choose one at flex. That's from Savio. Dell, Flowers, Addison. Very tough. Wow. I'm going to go say Flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, Dell. Houston guy today.
I'll go Addison then.
All right, few more. Why not?
Somebody's right.
A lot of help here on this show today. Zach Moss or Waddle. That's from J-Mo. I'm going to go Waddle because I don't like the Colts.
Yeah, same.
Fields or Purdy?
Oof. Purdy.
I'm going to go Purdy as well.
Purdy.
Tough. Austin says Tank or Godwin. I'm going to go.
You're going to go with Godwin. You're going to go with frickin' Godwin.
I'm going to take Tank today. I think Evans is going to have a big fantasy day.
There's a lot of Tank. There's a lot of Tank Dell caping going on. This
We're going big
today.
on Tank today. Yeah, that's for sure. Higgins, Debo, or Pittman. That's from Choi.
Choi.
I'm going to go ahead and take. Oh man, Higgins has been so off with Burrow. I'm going to take Debo there, even with Ayuk back. Okay, two more, and then we're going to wrap it up. Two more will get you guys going so you can double-check your fantasy lineups and get your last-minute parlays in.
Got to order my fucking wings.
Oh,
Come
that's
on,
true.
man.
We got to order wings.
Get it going.
John says Addison, Ford, or A-Chain. Pick 2, half-point PPR.
Addison,
Ford.
or A-Chain.
Pick 2, Big Web.
Ford
I'd go
and
A-Chain.
Addison.
I'm going to go A-Chain and Ford.
Yeah, me too.
All right, last one. Let's get a good one here. And then I'm going to try to remember my parlay today, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see. Scary Terry versus Johnson running back flex. Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
I have no clue who Johnson running back.
Which Johnson?
First thought I had was Rudy Johnson. Used to play for the Bengals in like 2007. Is there a Johnson running back in the NFL right now, Big Web?
Sure. There's always a Johnson.
Scary Terry then.
Yeah. We're going to skip that one. One more real one here. James Conner against San Fran or Javonte against the Bears. I think I'd go Javonte against the Bears. I changed my mind. I said Conner earlier, but I agree with Zook. I'm going to take
take Javonte.
The better matchup there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. Real quick, my parlay, I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. I believe it's a 4-leg parlay, pays plus 570. I took over 51.5 for Dolphins and Bills. I took the under 51.5 in Bears and Denver. I took Seahawks money line on Monday night, and I took Tampa Bay Bucks plus 7.5 points today.
All right.
I like it. Plus 570. That's my main parlay today.
I just want to mention the one that we talked
I think it's
about.
got a chance.
Yeah. It's always got a chance.
Oh, I like that under that you did there. You goosed it up.
51.5,
That's
yeah.
good.
Yep.
So on Wednesday we put in a parlay, Detroit plus 4.5, ding. Dolphins plus 8.5, Chiefs minus 3.5, Eagles minus 2, and Dallas minus 0.5 point. So you could still do those other 4 if you wanted to late minute.
Chiefs are the only ones that I'm just maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but it's just the only one that freaks me out.
I left the hook in there and only went with a 6-pointer here, but you could still do the 4-way: Dolphins, Chiefs, Eagles, Dallas, and tease them.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, guys, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. It's been awesome. Fun for week 4 once again. We will be back once again on Tuesday for Fantasy Chat, and we're also going to be live on Wednesday, myself and Big Web for Weber Wednesdays, and we are live every Sunday during the NFL season from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way up until kickoff. Follow us everywhere. From the50.com is all of our links for our social channels. I'm at Weber Bets everywhere on social media. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Good luck this week. We'll talk to you soon.